Welcome everyone to a new video. So I want to put a quick disclaimer out there. I'm going to be making a video talking about RuneFest and all the fun that I had and all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? It's going to actually make that in a few hours, and then I saw, don't click on his name. I saw this post, god damn it Ronan, get out of here. Then I saw this post and I just figured I've got to talk about this. Anyway, this is a dev blog made by the old school team, and it is discussing ZMI, which is it's a short post actually for most of their blogs that they normally post. But I guess it's kind of straight to the point, which is a good thing. So at the moment on old school, I don't think we actually have the ZMI teleport, the OR up, whatever the fuck the actual teleport is called. I think it was actually one of the first spells you could use for teleports. I don't think it is on here. Yeah, it would have been like up here, so I don't think we actually have it on old school. I'm assuming it will come out if this does pass the polls, whenever it does get pulled, which I don't think it's pulled at the moment. Now, by the pictures, it looks like this is going to be an exact copy of ZMI from RS3, which, I mean, I kind of like the way they do things normally on old school. They kind of change it a little bit. They get the same idea that they normally take from RS3, but they switch it up and make it a little bit different, which has a nice, unique old school taste to it, sort of. So I don't know exactly how I feel about like it being the exact course that they're doing and everything, but I guess it's easier on them and it's less dev time for them to actually push the update out. But yeah, I guess here's the teleport: 71 magic, 2 astro, 6 earths. Obviously, use like a mud staff normally, and then a law rune. So I guess it will use up some astro runes, which is good. So 69 experience, gotta love that. So this is basically the experience that they have given us. These will probably be talked about and discussed and everything, and probably either they'll go up or down depending on how the community takes it. Now, the only thing I can say about this update is I really wish it did come sooner, at least before something like Zaya runecrafting. Because the only thing I can compare this to right now is Zaya runecrafting. And as you guys know, soul runes and blood runes, the method to make them is, I'm not going to say it's completely AFK, like where it's like, I don't know, is it like cooking, kind of that type of AFK, because you do need to be interrupted a little bit with like the update that they did where the essence kind of like decays basically. Or depletes, I guess in this case, and then you have to switch to the other essence. So they made it so it's not like 100% 2 minutes of AFK, but it's a very relatively relaxing method, kind of like mudload mining. It's not like AFK, but it's very relaxing and very doable to your average and typical player. And these XP rates would fit basically like perfectly fine with the game if we didn't have Zaya, but I don't see people doing this method, unfortunately, if that's going to be the XP rate, because that's roughly what you get at Soul Runes, I believe, even. I think it's 45k at Soul Runes or something like that, or it used to be like 50k, I think it's 45 now. And it's a relatively AFK method. I mean, I was able to do fight kills on RS3 on my Iron Man while doing Zaya runecrafting on my main and get like 45k an hour, so, you know, that's kind of how AFK it is. You can definitely do other things at the same time. And with this method, you won't really be able to do that type of stuff. I mean, you can like look away from the computer for a few seconds and maybe switch to a different tab on another screen or something, but that's about it most you can do to get these XP rates. Now last time they gave us XP rates, they were quite a bit lower than what we were actually getting. I'm assuming they're not using like AHK and things like that. This probably is more to, probably just caters more to the average player that doesn't use AHK to a crazy, yeah. I mean, I don't use it to a crazy extent, but some people, they push the limits with their AHKs. So as far as how the XP is handed out, it seems fine until the very last two options. So like, level 90 runecrafting will get you 46k an hour, but level 99 will get you like the same. It's like everything goes up by a few k XP. This was a pretty big jump here. And then like, you know, but then the last jump here from 90 to 98 and then to 99, it's like 700 XP difference. Like what the hell is that? 90 runecrafting's not even halfway to 99, and you're basically getting the same XP rate as 99. So either jump this to like 50k or just fix everything basically. But I do love ZMI. I can say that with a little bit of nostalgic behind it, just because I enjoyed doing it back in the day. I didn't get to do it for too long, just because this is before free trade was like in the game, obviously, and you know, people made money through nature runes, obviously. So not too many people did ZMI besides like Phoenix Odin, but he wasn't really going for Twin or Malal. He was just going for RC, which made sense. So obviously he didn't really need the money. But nature runes were like by far the best method to make your money back then, or PVM, I guess. The only way I see this update honestly being successful is basically if it squashes Lava Rune method, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's been a method since a very long time in this game, and it's been popular, but I don't see this being a method people do over Zeah. So it's still going to be Zeah runecrafting unless these XP rates change, and if they do, it's going to destroy lava and runecrafting. So I mean, I don't know exactly how I feel about that. Maybe just leave it how it is, and if people want to do this, they can. If people want to do Zeah, then they can, but the XP rates will be the same. Zeah's like, I think 300k profit an hour. Slow runes have been hitting like 300 each though, so it's pretty crazy. And then this is probably going to be 500k an hour from what I remember, 600k, depending on how the runes go. And the price of the runes, I guess, as well, which is pretty stable. But I would like to know what you guys think about this, because this is going to probably bring up a lot of topic, especially in the high-level forums, or not the high-level forums, the higher-level community. Will definitely probably. I'm going to assume most of them don't like this at this point. I don't really know exactly how I feel about it. Obviously, I'm not playing old school as much right now. I'm not like so into old school where like I'm pissed off about this update. So I kind of have more of a step back view of it. I'm not like extremely into it. Like, fuck, you just messed up my entire future of this game. But I have like the more relaxed feeling about this. I think it's nice to have something like this in the game, but the XP rates, I just don't see them catering too much. People are going to do Zeah over this because the XP rates are roughly the same. And it's much more relaxing in AFK doing Zeah. And then comparing this to lava runes, it's quite a bit worse than lava runes, and it's not like too much less intensity. Though I do like there being multiple methods to train a different skill rather than just being one ultimate way where everyone does just that. So it's nice to spread it out a little bit. That's what he said. But yes, I'll ask you guys, you know, would you do this over Zeah, or would you just stick to doing Zeah because it's about the same XP rate? It's just much more AFK basically. So like I said, I think AFK is what really kills skills. Kills the skills. That's kind of, I like that. But it doesn't necessarily kill the skill, but it makes it so everyone can actually easily now get 99, which isn't like completely a bad thing. But I mean, just taking a look at like the current monthly. Let me take. I did this last time as well whenever Zeah runecrafting came out, because like the daily runecrafting used to be like 300k, 200k, 200k. Now it's like at least 200k for top 20 or some shit. You know, like 200k runecrafting in a day used to be like at least top 10. But because of Zeah, it's much easier. I'm just gonna random shout out to any of these people. So random name, you know, as you can see, mining, crafting, things like that. So obviously, there, you know, Zeah is probably still. What's like the rank 1 guy doing? Yeah, as well. So like rank 1 guy is also doing Zeah. So as you can tell, and then you know now you can look at something like fire making, where like I think like over like 500k fire making I think used to actually get you up here on this list, and now it's like you need at least 1.6 mil just to get rank 30. And this is like a few weeks after the update event. So as you can tell, it's extremely active. Most of these people, I'm sure, are doing, you know, they're gonna all have woodcutting XP under their name. So I'm not gonna say it kills the skill, but it definitely makes it so a lot more people are capable of doing it for long periods of time, which in the long run will get them 99 or 200 mil. So as you see, all these people have woodcutting XP, which means they're doing the new method, which like is fine. But I'm just showing an example of like what happens when the skill becomes sort of AFK, such as Zeah runecrafting. So I'm not gonna see. I don't think I'm gonna see this killing Zeah runecrafting at all. But this might be dead content if that's gonna be the XP rates, just because it's too close to the Zeah XP rates, and then if you push it higher though, it's going to destroy lavas, which is a very nice intensive runecrafting method. So I don't know exactly what to say, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. I've always liked Zeah my runecrafting, but yeah, I guess those the XP rates are good enough. But these might obviously change. It depends if the community prefers it to change or not. But yep, that's pretty interesting. It would be nice to see what happens if this does come out. I'm looking forward to doing this method, but if these are the XP rates, I honestly I don't think I'll be doing it. I'd rather just do soul runes while trying to play on my RS3 Iron Man or some crap. I don't really see a point in putting an effort to get the same XP rate as something that's a semi-AFK basically. So that's my lookout on it. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys sometime tomorrow, probably with the RuneFest video. I'm extremely like jet lagged, and I'm very like I'm not as sick as I used to be, but the rune flu is definitely not a fucking what's it called, a myth. It's not a myth, it's fucking real. Like I did have not a flu exactly, but I think my throat has been sore because I talked so much and I was talking so loud while I was at RuneFest because the music was loud and there's so many people, so you kind of had to talk loud, and then my throat got sore and yeah, all that shit. My nose got runny, so that's kind of why I've taken a few days off once I gotten back to just recover from that. So you can probably tell a change in my voice even now. But anyways, Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video probably.